everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Play Slay the Spire. We're going for an unprecedented 3-streak. Everything we do at this point is unprecedented, just for the record. Never beaten Ascension 18, especially as the Ironclad. Never gotten a 3-streak on high-level Ascension. Dare I suggest? Well, we have to fight an elite, but dude, this is so tempting. Prayer Wheel actually seems really good. We have to fight 2 elites? Why do you hate me? Luckily, we are fighting the Hexaghost, so who knows? But, you know, right off the bat, Prayer Wheel is a couple of things. The first thing it is not any help for us on the fight. It only helps us construct a better deck. I'm going to choose to take 6 here. It'll put us at a deficit for the fight, but ensure that we survive and do relatively well on HP. Hey, you know what? I wanted to check both. So we could go Thunderclap and Battle Trance. I mean, I think Battle Trance is good to begin with, but what are we hoping to draw with Battle Trance? We don't have anything worth drawing right now. Body Slam Rage almost works. But I actually think I'm going to go Thunderclap and Cleave. The whole idea behind... Yo, not so bad. Free relic. The whole idea behind Thunderclap Cleave is very, very, very simple. This counters the elite that is the 3 obelisks. If it's not the 3 obelisks, it's not worth as much. I hate that word, obelisks. Anything with isks at the end. So annoying to say in English. Probably any language. They're probably not even called obelisks. I'm doing it to myself. This is a tough one. We just added 2 attacks. Give me an Intimidate. And you know what? Give me a Speed Potion as well. We're spendy. The reason we're spendy... Yoink. Still gonna take damage. The reason we're spendy is because we just invested, like, a lot of HP. Yeah, we'd rather do it this way. We just invested a lot of HP in, Good lord, this is terrible. You know what? I do think it's worth it. To stop the bleeding a little bit. We invested a lot of HP in getting Prayer Wheel. Now, Prayer Wheel, I got a whole new strategy for the thin decks. And the strategy is, get thick decks instead. I don't see anything I love here. I don't really want to add a Headbutt, although Headbutting Thunderclap is okay. I think this is a double skip. But we don't want to have a fat deck. But what we want to do, I think, is fatten the deck early and thin it later. Kind of getting the opposite draw of what we want. This is okay. Still taking a little bit of damage. I was hoping to replenish some of our HP, but you know, I mean, we have to be honest with one another. Hold on. I have to do it like that, I think. At least, you know, when we get low on HP, we do get Red Skull. Although we're going to lose it immediately. Metallicize, Clothesline. Okay, well, this is tough. I really wish Uppercut was in the other pool, because I think we have to take a Shrug. And I'm only going to take Shrug for now. I wouldn't say this isn't the elite that we want to fight. I do wish that the... Yeah, this is fine. I wish that the super elite was the obelisks, but at least we don't have to say that word anymore. Haha. Okay, Intimidate is fine here. We're going to choose to take 7 damage. We really want to get that damage done ASAP. We did get Red Skull. I think... You know what? Don't weaken him here. I really, truly believe attack like crazy. Probably double vulnerable him next turn. Yeah. And then we'll hit him with the weakness potion and try to stay alive. 15 damage. That keeps us alive. It's really about, can we kill him in 2 turns? And the answer is yes. The answer may be yes. I forgot we paid 1 energy. 13. 10, 10. We can't do it. It's alright, we tried. What's the sense in hurting my pride? But really, what's the sense in hurting my pride? I'm trying to, you know, glorify the image of the game here. You hit me with that hot elite early. It's okay. We've been known to make these ascension runs work in spite of that. You have to admit, meet me halfway, okay? That was a cursed start. We had no option but to face unelite. And we didn't have to choose the super elite, I guess, but still. Really, I like all 3 of these cards. I think all 3 of these cards are takeable. Who's our boss? I am going to take Flame Barrier. But if it was Hexaghost, I would have taken Flame Barrier 100% lights out. And I wanted to use it. We got a new toy. Let's try it out. True Grit, Twin Strike, Corruption. We don't have to take anything here. Corruption works really well with Barricade and Flame Strike. And I mean, if we can get like a spoon, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. I think we'll take a True Grit, and that's to remove slimes from our deck later, and also to serve as a half-decent block. This is a question mark, right? Yeah, so we've burned out the fireworks right off the bat. I will take a spot weakness. I think one of the... Man, this is a lot of... it's a lot of combat early. One of the ways you can win this game as the Ironclad is strength gain. This is not my preferred way to do strength gain. Good lord. Well... we can only put up 8 block. I think you just send him to the Shadow Realm next turn. I would prefer to just play Demon Form, is basically what I was going to say. But if we have to, Spot Weakness can help. Along with, you know, a Headbutt to get it around faster. A couple of different options. You're going to get away with my gold. I am dumb. I should have played the Swift Potion. I still could. You son of a gun. Just go. Just go. You earned it. I wasted a potion. That's what has me the most burned up there. There was no reason to do that. Flex. I'm going to take Armaments. I don't like Clash anymore. I think it's a bad archetype for Ascension, personally. But as we've established many times, I don't know anything. So, in spite of my misplay, and it was definitely a misplay, I think we're okay. Everything's going fine. You know, we, not really loving the way this deck looks, but we can fix it up through, ooh, absolutely. We can fix it up through the rests that are coming. We're not, you know, we're still healing. We're not taking too much damage in the process. Like, life's still relatively good here. Plus, we don't have to fight any elites, which is nice. So, I love Iron Wave, but I do think a Headbutt into a Spot Weakness accelerates us a little faster. Armaments is always going to be the first upgrade choice unless there's something more glaring. But Armaments, it gets like 1,000 times better by upgrading it. Following this, I actually think True Grit is probably the next best option. It only gains 2 block, but the choice of what to exhaust is of staggering merit. Of course, Spot Weakness does give you 1 strength, which is worth a lot of damage over time. But I believe in the power of this deck for now. Long term? Oh, I have no idea. Thank you for asking, though. I hope you'll stick around to the end of the video to find out. I'm going to take nothing. Sure. We've been on a little bit of a drought as the Ironclad. I wouldn't say that we've had a successful run for a while. Do me a favor, cut that basic strike, and might as well kill you. So I'm very hopeful. And what has been our principal problem? Well, I hate to say it, but especially considering we've had defect runs and silent runs recently where 3 energy has been acceptable. We've managed to make it happen. This is tough because, dude, like entrenched body slammer, uppercut is so strong. And the statuses are so nice. Just heal me. I would love it. I would fight the elite if you heal me. Oh, time to put your money where your mouth is. I'm not gonna... Well, I meant this elite, actually. Am I gonna fight him? I don't know. We'll see. I tricked the game into healing me. That's the only thing that matters for now. It's like uppercut is your first call because of the statuses. I want to make an ironclad run work because it's been a while. And this, he used to be my jam. This used to be my boy. And it's been a while since I felt that way. I love playing it. It's probably my favorite player, or my favorite character to play as when I'm playing off camera. Just because I love hitting hard. And the archetypes are fairly, I don't want to say simplistic because I've been losing. But you know, you gain strength and then you hit hard. Plus you heal after combat, which means, wouldn't say you're resilient to mistakes, but maybe more resilient to mistakes. Straight up, I'm sorry, I'm not going to fight the elite. Upgrading cards is worth more. Oops. We're going to headbutt back Flame Barrier. It's Flame Barrier, and we can afford to take 1 damage, but I don't really want to do it while we're weak, because we're not getting much value out of the other side of it. It's Spot Weakness and Flame Barrier are basically the cards we're going to take back. Sorry, Uppercut. Also would have been great, but, you know, we're getting some permanent benefit here. Sounds good to me. Not the Hexaghost. Dude, give me the Strength Potion. I know we're not using any of these potions, but maybe that's for the best. If we're not using the potions, that means we're not at risk, probably. Now, I've made this mistake many a time. Just because the run looks good on the first floor, just because the run looks good on the first floor does not mean we're in a good spot long term. So we get True Grit next turn. You know what we should have done is Spot Weakness. No, because it still wouldn't have applied on this one. That's fair. I just wanted to mill a strike out of the deck. Probably a little Galaxy Brain when we could have just hit him, but... So please go ahead and hit me for a lot. 23. In the interest of making your life harder in the future. We might not want to split you next turn. That's 19. Oh no, we have to do math. That'll take you down to 74. I think we go for it. Kind of cursed. I think you take the hit to get through them faster. You really want to... No, we're getting so many... Well, but we're only going to play 1 attack next turn anyway. Because we got fire. Excuse me. Do it like this. If anything, I'm at least excited about the fact that we can make Spot Weakness work now. It has to be played right here. Glunk. You are going to split. You're splitting pretty high, but that's okay because we get Flame Barrier back. Lots of slimes in the deck. If you want me to just play Flame Barrier for the rest of my life, I can probably make that happen. The frailty is terrible, but at least only one of you is attacking. I don't know, dude. I'm of the opinion that we might be dead here. No weakness? Green slimes weaken. 28 damage. That's bad. I don't know about that one. But we did remove an enemy forever. I think we are dead again. Well, I thought this one was not only good, but I thought it was safe. So we continue our struggles with the Ironclad. Maybe a little bit low on defense there. Maybe we gotta pay more attention to the Body Slam archetype. By the way, I hate this. But I'll tell you, random colorless uncommon. Impatience. You have to fight an elite one way or the other. I don't know how I feel about Impatience as a card. Or as a concept. Being an only child teaches you patience, believe it or not. Draw 2 cards? Draw 2 cards. We're going to draw a strike, which is good. What's the upgraded version of Impatience? 3 cards. I'm trying to think of like the Galaxy Brain opportunities. You can run the numbers there. There was nothing better for us, unfortunately. I think, at least. What do you do with Impatience? Maybe you use it in a deck that doesn't have many attacks. And then you draw more blocks to block with. That seems okay. We're cutting a basic strike. Doing that early is always dangerous. Take my gold, please. I really feel like in this case you just heal for... You get max HP plus 5, which heals you for 5 regardless. Oh, this is potentially great. Parasite. Ah! True Grid Bash. Exhume. Doubt. Bash. No thank you. Blood for blood. I'd like it. Okay, we can definitely... Blood for blood gives us some killing power. Adding a second curse to this deck makes me want to die. What a strange turn. So we've only added a curse and, well, Impatience and then Blood for Blood. Impatience might actually help us out. So check this out. I'm going to use Impatience to try to draw through Parasite. That way we don't get it next turn. Impatience does cost 0, so there's something for it. There's something... I don't want to say intelligent, but there's a reason we're doing things that way. I don't want to rest, basically ever. Especially on the first floor. We'll see how things look after this. We're still alive. We got 1 killed, which is usually a good sign for the future. Dude, I gotta level with you. I think we're like 4 turns away from a kill. So we might have wanted to attack you first if my methodology is correct, but... Blood for blood is free. So this is very, very good for us. If we could draw it again, I'd be a happy man. I'm not mad. You just have to accept sometimes you're going to draw that. Of course, I wish things were different. Can't absorb too many more turns of taking 10 damage without being able to put up a single block, but it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I've grown, I should say, to hate turns where I exhaust 1 days and add 3 to the deck. And, you know, if you're poo-pooing this run right now, if you're going, oh, NL, what are you doing? How'd you end up in this situation? Just remember. It's Ascension 18. If you're doing the seed, you can see the seed for yourself there, and you beat it, you can poo-poo me. I hate it all, sort of, but give me this. And I'm going to rest. I'm going to try to... You know what? No. If this ends up being a long video, so be it. I'm not resting early. We're either going to pull back from that ledge, my friend, or we're going to die. And then we're going to start up another one and we're going to do better. Sure. It purged the curse from the deck, dude. I can't be too mad about that. I'm hoping that Iron Wave just tilts things enough in our favor. I do feel like I have to point out, the deck that we were doing, or we were on last time, was awesome. We don't gain strength yet, so the limit break is a tough call. I know it's rare. Peace Pipe could be fantastic, actually. But we thought it was great, and then it just got destroyed on the boss fight. Whittled, actually, but let's call it a destruction. No frailty? Less frailty? It's just every turn frailty? Well, I'd rather hit you for 22. No question there. Still like armaments. We always will. Gain 50 to 80 gold. Yes! I wouldn't mind removing the curse from our shop. Or from our existence, I should say. From our deck. That's the word. We gotta be a little bit careful, mostly with HP. Really? Okay, well, thank you for not killing me, I guess. Who's our boss? Dude, I don't know. This might sound a little bit like wishful thinking. Maybe you can fight the Hexaghost? I kind of think you take bludgeon. Just to have some way to deal damage. Maybe you can fight the Hexaghost on 0 HP. Or on 8 HP, which feels like 0, but I guess isn't. Sorry, bludgeon. A little bit better in the future. Like, he's going to be doing like 12 damage on his major attack. Maybe that's exactly what we need. I know impatience could help us draw, but like we need to live. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the conundrum we find ourselves in on this deck right now, but living is a pretty major concern for me. Even still, against a single enemy, I maybe should not be so afraid of. 11 block. Well, that's good for you. No, really, I'm pleased. I'm gonna hit you with a controversial thought. I don't know if Searing Blow is that good. We're kind of parched for resources. How are we gonna heal, remove cards with Peace Pipe, and also upgrade Searing Blow as many times as it deserves in order to be a good attack? I sort of think we can't commit. But can we commit to a Rampage? I don't know. It's really slow, but Impatience lets us draw faster sometimes. I think I'm willing to give it a try. And then we're going to upgrade it. Actually, we're going to upgrade armaments first, but then we're going to upgrade it. And then we're probably going to start trying, and I have no idea if this is going to work. We're going to start trying to thin the Christ out of our deck. 12 damage. What did I tell you? Now, burns are actually, that's what I'm worried about more so. Totally fine. We're choosing to take 0 damage, but that might genuinely come back to bite us. Because we have to be kind of fast. I don't know. I still think... No, we have to play Rampage on this turn. Just because otherwise we're going to take enough damage to literally kill us. Yeah, that was... It turns out that's not actually that tough of a turn to figure out. We'll hit you with Blood for Blood, even though it costs us 1 HP. No burns. Still pretty slow. We're dead. Almost. We're now dead. So we're going to give it one more try. I know we've been 24 minutes in here. I don't know, man. You just... I feel like with the Ironclad, you either get started or you get nowhere. At least on Ascension 18. Let's swing for the fences. Good lord, that's a scary path. Lots of combat. This path is gentle, and that has served me well. No chance of getting a free elite fight, but lots of question marks. I'm going to take a curse to transform 2 cards. Twin Strike, Shockwave. I could feel worse about that. I'm just thinking we can kill you with a Twin Strike next turn if we draw it. How do I like my transformations? Becoming frail sucks, but, you know, eventually we're going to be able to remove that from the deck. And the transformation, I really think it's like our Pandora's Box run that we had with the defect. You gotta give the game, I think on this level of Ascension, you kind of gotta hit, I wouldn't say the jackpot, but you gotta do well on RNG. To some extent, why not give the game the chance to do it right off the bat, was my thinking. So I can take 6 damage off the field easily. Does cause us to take 12, but... well, if it's a race, I'm gonna win. But we might lose long term. We take nothing still. It's not so bad. But, you know, generally, I know it's not always possible. I'd prefer to be losing 0 HP, and in fact, here's a radical idea for you. I'd really like to be gaining some HP, you know, fight after fight here. Can I do 27 damage to you in a single turn? I can do 19 plus 14. Does that answer your question? If not, buy a calculator. Give me a battle trance. We'll draw into our cards a little faster. I'll give you 1. There you go. Would I really have given you only 1? Hey, that's the thing. If you wanted to find that out, you shouldn't have given me the upgrade so easily. So it does make elites easier. I still want to face none of them for now. Yeah, it's what I wanted right there. Don't split them. That comes next turn. I'm still going to split them. Is it the right idea? I don't know. Felt right to me. In the moment, at least. I mean, uppercut, twin strike. It's 13 plus 14. It will not kill you. But, uppercut defend only blocks 4. Just get out in front of him. Take 7. It's not that bad. Who's our boss? Honestly, I would rather fight that boss than Slime. So maybe joke's on them. 19 damage. Ah, let's go. Still sticking in here. I love disarm, and to be honest, why would I go with armaments when we've taken it and routinely lost over the course of this video? Runic Dodecahedron, I'll tell you right off the bat, I think it's one of the most useless relics in the game. Disarm does body the boss. It doesn't body any of the elites on this floor, but that's okay because we're not fighting any. Take my max HP. I want the gold. If anything, lower max HP. I'm not trying to galaxy brain here. It might make it easier for us to get to Runic Dodecahedron. I really think the only way you get out of this is Shockwave Defend. And you still take damage. Yeah, we can't do... well, you know... 8 plus 14, we can do enough to kill you, but we'll take 14. Whereas if we play Shockwave... actually, if we play Shockwave, we'll weaken them all. And we can still kill you. We'll take 10. Or we play this. And we take... still a lot. 11. Sometimes the right play still hurts. I didn't mean that to be a life lesson. Just not much of a need to play a disarm here. Over a strike that can get a kill in 2 turns. Easy enough. Pummel. I mean, we don't gain any strength, but, you know... well, that's all you need to say. It doesn't really help. Flex, though, I kind of hate it. I used to love Flex. I used to take it every time. I don't feel that strongly about it anymore. This blows. I hate every single one of these enemies. My only solace is I avoided weakness. So an uppercut will kill them in one hit. If we could get one. So that's 13 damage. I'll level with you. I'm willing to go pretty friggin' low. Probably should have killed you to avoid the weakness and the frailty simultaneously. Alright, boys. Life's good. Ride out the weakness. Frailty's still bad, but we can get over it. That's good. All we need to do is one tap you now. Are we going to rest before the final boss? I got a lot of cards I want to upgrade, but I think at this point we have to accept resting is probably the right call. True Grit. This guy doesn't add garbage to our deck. But being able to potentially, pardon me, being able to potentially exhaust Shame, this got me thinking. Who knows how useful that smoke bomb might be. So we will rest just to try to keep it going. And that's basically because it's the last video we're going to do, or it's the last run we're going to do over the course of this video. So if it weren't for that, I might swing for the fences, but who knows? Maybe we get something from this boss that allows us to shoot the moon. Well, Disarm is fine to play. I wish we could cause him to not attack instead. But this is fine. The Disarm has to be played. And it's going to give us a lot of value. So I don't mind that at all. We'll just split him. Doesn't really matter what we play here. His weakness should make it relatively easy for us to block. Plus we took the Dex potion for good measure. We should have him. I mean, the fact that he doesn't gain strength unless you let him, you know, run buck wild for too long means you're in pretty good hands. I think we played Twin Strike, and then we don't mind. You know, you're going to take a strike from us. That's okay. Draw the good stuff a little faster. We're doing 8 damage. That's hilarious. We're doing 4 damage. We should play Shockwave, just because it exhausts. So, I mean, it's not like I want to get rid of it. I promise. But this turn we have to hit him hard. It's more just like it doesn't need to exist for this long. So, are we willing to have True Grit exhaust any of these? Yeah. Yeah. Except maybe the strike. Fair enough. We wanted to take the stab at getting the shame removed. It's a good turn for that. Okay. Again, any card is okay at this point. It took a defend. It took a defend. I gotta admit that the shame is getting stronger. We are gonna get hit this turn, and there's not a whole heck of a lot we can do about that, but it's for 4 damage. This is why I took the disarm. So you'll forgive me. I don't really want to seem like I'm gloating. It's more that, like, our decision turned out to be pretty shrewd, I think. So we do have a True Grit. This time we're going to play the uppercut, and we're going to swing for the fences, and we didn't get it again. So again, our deck is like, you know, 12% shame at this point. Similarly, we're going to hit you with the Twin Strike. We're going to play a defend, try again. Took out the bash. That's all right. We got other means of vulnerability. This guy cannot hurt us. We're just playing against ourselves at this point. Anyway, we killed him. Exhume can get you another disarm. It can get you another Reaper. Get you a lot of stuff. I think we have to go there. We don't have Reaper. We also don't have any strength gain of any sort. I think you have to go Exhume. Offering, I've lost a lot of luster for. And, I mean, you know the deal. For the most part, we could possibly try to pivot Blackstar into a workable run, but the extra energy from Sozu is awesome. I'm hoping 4 energy from that allows us to get to 5 energy and do something with Runic Dodecahedron, but no promises. We have to fight an Elite. If we have to fight an Elite, kind of want to get this early shop. Maybe we can get rid of the Frailty for good at the source. That's right, Circuit City. So we made it to the 2nd floor. Hallelujah. Finally got to exhaust Shame. See, that's how it's done, True Grit. Because he's weak. Oh, let's go. You didn't need to play that. It's just adding more dazes to your deck. Because he's weak, he's basically... like, at this point, he can't damage us. Fiendfire coming back was nice. We'd like to have one of those for real in our deck. I mean, I gotta be honest. Like, I don't really see a Body Slam fitting the deck, but it's still early. Iron Wave's pretty good, but I don't know where this deck's going. Shame. Goodbye. We love the idea of a double tap uppercut. Fruit Juice is pretty good just by itself, but I think we need relics. I'm almost of the opinion that we should take Blue Candle. It's very expensive, admittedly. And then look for Rupture, and then that gives us easy strength gain. Pardon me. I mean, I don't like to burp on camera, but, you know. Oh, we can't take Fruit Juice anyway, that's right. I don't like to burp on camera, but I just, forgive me, I just have 300 milliliters of kombucha. It's also my Sublime cover band's name. I will go for a Pommel Strike for damage and draw, both of which I think are pretty important here. I do want you to be disarmed. Sounds busted. Why use it here? Because we have Exhume. I will stand by that turn until the end of time. Yes, we take 8 damage, but him being weakened forever, well, him being less strong forever is worth a lot. We're going to take a bunch of damage. Not a whole heck of a lot we can do about it. Except keep this going around. I mean, I guess, you know, we're going to get hit again, which is cool. But he's going to die next turn, presumably. And, I mean, this is the problem with this run. Never have I tried to espouse the belief that this run has a great chance of success. Dude. Why wouldn't I take another disarm? It bodies the Christ out of this guy. Are we going to uppercut him to weaken him or try to draw one of our disarms? We're going to try to draw one of our disarms. Then we're going to weaken him. Then we're going to take 13 damage right off the top. Yoink. Yoink. Why not? It's a persistent effect. He's doing 6 damage now. That feels a lot better. In fact, now he's doing 0, which I'd say is even better than that. So this is wild. We've never really rolled a deck like this before. It's not very boss-friendly. Could have played another attack. Wouldn't have done anything, now that I think about it, because of our weakness combined with his block, but still. Why not get rid of a defend at this point? I think on floor fights, this could be okay. Absolutely, I'll take a shrug. I think we need more real blocks. Kind of want to exhume the shockwave right away just to keep it in the deck, but you know, we'll get it on the second pass. It's so much better used on a disarm. Don't deny it. You know it's true. Don't want to draw because we got 2 disarms coming up. Oh, baby. Alright. This guy's still strong. He's just not as strong. What is this turn 1 hand you give me here? Defend, 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 strike, strike. What floor is it? That's offensive. Honestly, you ought to be ashamed. It sounds like pretty rude, but I don't want to take 1 damage. It could matter. I hope it doesn't. I don't know. Why not? It'll mess with this dude. Don't just ignore the fact that if I just played like another strike, it wouldn't have mattered. Alright. This guy's 8 strength up. That's no joke. Uppercut? Oh, thank you. He's 12 strength up? Unfortunately for him, he's choosing to never attack. A strategy that, albeit bold, I really doubt the long-term optics of that work out very well for him. But he is still alive right now, so what do I know? There we go, he's doing 15 damage. Oh, that's not gonna work out too well for him. We're still going, 31 HP. At this point, I think the time is right to take an armaments. I'm gonna hit you with that rest right off the bat. Why are you so tiny? This is great though. Like this turn is awesome. We're going to disarm you. You're doing 12 damage. We're gonna weaken you. Okay. We're gonna true grit. And there you go. It was worth the chance, I think. So the wound is dangerous, no question about it. Hit you with that uppercut. And you know what? I think we can afford to slow play this a little, but the wounds are going to get pretty aggressive pretty soon. So we're going to disarm, exhume, super disarm. We are taking 7, which also means more wounds. But him being 8 strength down permanently has immediately paid dividends. If this adds 6 wounds to my deck, I was about to lose my mind. Next turn, 0 times 7. That's a great turn. Thank you so much for your help. I'm going to hit you with a pommel. Follow it up with a little bit of an uppercut. You're in trouble, mister. No big attacks, please. 12 damage. That's not that big. I'm telling you, dude. Triple disarm. Triple dipple D. This guy every chance to make greatness happen. This is an easy fight. Maybe? Omamori? We still want it, even with blue candle, I think. We don't have a rupture yet. Oh. A 4th disarm. No. It's too memey. Give me that demon form. We actually have the energy to make it work for once. And then hit me with the armaments. Okay. This could be our deck. Oh, baby, keep it up. Exhume free? I don't know. I kind of just want our disarm to be better. Being able to cut 9 strength from an enemy is pretty amazing. And at this point... Dude, I don't know. We can't afford the other exhume. Okay, I was going to take it. Give me the ability to cut a... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2... I'm going to cut a basic strike just because I'd rather have basic defense than basic strikes, I think, in this deck. This guy doesn't do too many multiple attacks. So the disarm is maybe not as good. I don't care what it cut there, to be honest. I just wanted it cut. 5 damage. 0 cost demon form. Don't mind if I do. Honestly, hit him with that disarm, dude. The less... It's 3 block per turn minimum forever. Pretty bad. Came back at the right cost as far as I'm concerned. There you go. 13 block. He's 9 strength down. 13 block, he's 9 strength down. We're gaining strength turn over turn, remember. 1 damage. That's funny. I don't care who you are. You ain't laughing at that? We're gonna have a problem. Is it possible that, as always, you know, it's like that Jeff Foxworthy quote, you know, whatever you're looking for, it's always in the last place you look? Yeah, of course, because once you find it, you stop looking. I think we read. Necronomicon. Nilry's Codex. Not as jazzed about that. You know what? I'm going to say again. I like it. You know why? Runic Dodecahedron. We are down to 54 max HP, which is pretty dangerous. But I'm going to rest just for energy. I kind of want a smith, but I think this is okay. First turn, by the way, terrible. We're going to lose our full HP, and there's nothing we can do about it. At least, I mean, he is 6 strength down by default. Yeah, give me an impervious. You know why? Because when we play it, it's gone forever. I like that. Might get back to full HP. Give me a metallicize. You know why? When we play it, it's gone forever. You have to play demon form. It's your win condition. You play it. And then whatever you exhaust gets exhausted. Took a bash. Probably actually like the best call. Sword Boomerang. We have to be very careful with what we add because we like our deck. I actually think Nilry's Codex kind of sucks badly. But that's more energy next turn, so it basically paid for itself. We're going to disarm and uppercut you. Still, I recognize this seems bad. We are being careful, believe it or not. Good. Dark Embrace is cheaper now. But we're not going to draw anymore. I think at this point, I'm happy. Unless a card is amazing, I probably won't endeavor to add it. This is such a bizarre... Yeah, I'll add it. This is such a bizarre deck for me to believe in right now. But believe in it, I do. I don't really want to draw through anything. Another demon form is non-negotiable. Goodbye, Impervious. I hardly knew you. Now we have a weird Corruption Barricade build going. I gotta tell you, I don't dislike it. By the way, my dude's eating it right now. He might die next turn, but it's a bit of a stretch. Corruption pays for... Or sorry, Armaments pays for Corruption. So now we have endless draw, as long as we draw skills. Not dead. Not dead, but very close. He's doing 56 damage. It might look bad. I think we battle trance. I hate it because it gets rid of our draw forever after this point. But it's going to give us enough block to survive, which is pretty strong. Plus, he's dead anyway. I don't know how much I believe in this deck, but it's hard for me not to believe right now. A double tap seems like the consensus right choice. Dude, I don't think we need to add cards to the deck. I know that, you know, Snack OI, we got some 2-costers we'd like to do something with, but I think Busted Crown for the extra energy is fine. And I have to tell you, I actually, if you gave me the choice, I might bet on this deck to win. I think I like this path. We'll see. I said might, by the way. I still think you go for one of them early just to knock him out. I'll still take a demon form. We need to... My hope, I guess, is that Nilri's Codex at some point allows us to get a Reaper. Well... Sorry, Bite. We got plenty of you, though. Give me nothing for now. Goodbye, by the way, Runic Dodecahedron. We hardly knew you. It's a terrible turn. Just an awful turn. Now I'm like, I wouldn't bet on this deck. Are you crazy? We're gonna die. You must have lost your mind. Still taking a bunch of damage. Give me that Fiend Fire. That's a big one. I don't think we can play the demon form. We could play the demon form and then Fiend Fire and then die. That would be fun. Deal 22 damage for each exhausted card. Well, what are we going to do if we don't do that? Like, how are you going to live? How are you going to pull yourself out of this one? There's only, honestly, one way that I see, which is like Exhume, Shockwave. We still die. It depends on the order the damage is done in. No, it doesn't. We'll... 22 times 3. You're going to live. You're going to live and you're going to kill me. I can kill one. Please go left to right. I beg you, my friend. We live. Survive. All is not completely lost. Should have played the Ghostly Armor, I guess. Hello again, friend. We're dead. No, we have 4 energy, you madman. We've lived. Please. Please, I'm starving. Play those bites, my man. You earned it. Oh my god, we're free. Oh, dude. Okay, we'll take it. I don't know, I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Yeah, dude, curse me in order to heal me. Thank you, Omamori. Why not? Well, we might have a heal to full HP, lose 10 max HP. Absolutely, even though it pains me a great deal. Can we live? Can we win this run with 44 HP? I have no idea. I'll tell you one thing. You know what would help out a lot? Is drawing maybe like a single defend. Thanks, Panache. We don't have to play demon form here. We're almost at full HP. My god. Okay. This, I don't know. I don't know where this deck goes. I'm just leveling with you. I wish I did. I'm hopeful for the future, but definitely, I mean, I don't have high apple pie in the sky hopes. Corruption works really well if we also I mean, with Nilri's Codex, the idea is you play Corruption, and then you add blocks. But are we going to be able to add blocks at the pace that we're going to remove them? This is going to sound messed up. But Zane has worked so far. Why are you so tiny? So what are we going to do? We're going to keep it going. We're looking for... honestly, we probably want that, just for survivability. We're looking for the powers that give us a benefit when we exhaust a card. Nine damage, I'll play it. This guy's adding a lot of burns to our deck, not sure if you noticed. So we need to add skills, and we want to add powers that bring stuff that we've gotten rid of back. That's the big one, I think. Probably Heavy Blade might be a decent finisher. We got, you know, 10 burns in the deck. No big deal. I don't want to do it because of the intangibility. I just want to see how much damage it would do. 29 block. So we need to bring back something. Weakness will not work. I think you bring back Shrug It Off. Okay. I can live with this. This is just to get panache, basically. There's no reason not to play him, I guess. Taking 9 damage. Yeah, give me a Fiend Fire. It has killable potential. He's doing... This is ideal. Ruin his life, Dad. So let me look at this. 24. Bite. Bite. Why? So we can be at full HP after this. Good fight. Still going. Oddly smooth stone. Oddly helpful. Red skull. Don't need to lose a lot of HP for that to be relevant, so sure. Oh, Lord. By the way, probably goes without saying, not really my ideal draw this turn. You know what I will say? We don't need a second corruption, but adding a second one into the deck so we draw it faster and can play all of our defense, sure, why not? Alright, it's another terrible turn. Just a truly awful situation. We're probably going to die. I don't think there's a dang thing we can do about it. We tried. We'll be back with another one. For now, though, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. I really tried. We made it to the 3rd floor. Having some problems with the ironclad. You know that already, though. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. See ya!